Hey there! Get ready for a journey that might just change your financial future. Today, let's explore 15 powerful truths about money that really shake up the usual way of thinking. These aren't just fun ideas. They're supported by solid evidence, practical strategies, and insights from financial experts. What's the big deal about this? Most folks really want to be wealthy, but they tend to hang on to old ways of thinking that keep them from getting there. Financial literacy is on the decline, but you can definitely choose to break that trend. When you get a handle on these principles, you can really start to escape that cycle of struggle and work towards building lasting wealth. It might sound a bit out there, but when you think about it, hard work alone doesn't cut it, and debt can actually work in your favor. These ideas could be just what you need to open the door to financial freedom. If you're looking to shift your perspective on money and take control of your life, you've come to the right spot. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video, share it with anyone who could use these insights, and subscribe to our channel for more life-changing content. All right, let's dive into the journey of financial empowerment. Number 1, hard work isn't everything. While hard work definitely matters, it's not the only thing that leads to financial success. It's interesting how some folks put in so much effort and still struggle to build wealth, while others seem to rake in money without breaking a sweat. What's the main difference? Make the most of. Leverage can take on different shapes, like knowledge, connections, and systems that help you earn money without much effort. Robert Kiyosaki, a financial expert, points out that the key to financial freedom and great wealth is a person's ability to convert earned income into passive income or portfolio income. Pushing yourself harder just means more hours in your day, but being smart about your work really helps you make the most of what you do. Instead of just trading your time for money, think about putting your money into things that can earn you income, like stocks, real estate, or even starting a business. Set up systems that let your money do the work for you, even while you're catching some Z's. When you build leverage, you make sure that what you put in pays off more and more as time goes on, leading to big gains instead of just steady progress. Number 2, financial education is more important than academic education. Even though we often cheer for academic achievements, they don't always mean you'll have financial stability. In the real world, it's really the people who get how money works and know how to build relationships that come out on top, not just the ones who ace their tests. Even if you have advanced degrees and a 6-figure salary, managing your finances can be tough if you don't have financial literacy. David Bach, who wrote The Automatic Millionaire, points out that financial education is the most valuable self-investment. He suggests getting a handle on the basics of budgeting, saving, and investing. Someone who understands compound interest, tax optimization, and ways to build wealth can do better than a person with lots of academic achievements, but no clue about finances. Getting a handle on financial education helps you transform your income into assets, steer clear of unnecessary debt, and make the most of investment opportunities. When you mix financial know-how with what you learn in school, you're setting yourself up for lasting wealth and the freedom that comes with it. It's not just about getting good grades, it's also about building solid financial habits. Number 3, money buys freedom. Money isn't only about the fancy stuff, it's really a way to gain freedom. Having financial security means you can walk away from toxic relationships, unsatisfying jobs, or tough situations without feeling scared. If you don't have it, you might find yourself dealing with situations you'd usually steer clear of. Suze Orman, a financial expert, says, "When you control your money, you control your life." Having a solid emergency fund and making smart investments lets you confidently say no to things that don't match your values. Having choices is what really gives us freedom, and those choices stem from being financially stable. It's really important to focus on building a safety net by saving and investing wisely. Rather than spending on things that only bring temporary joy, why not invest in things that will appreciate over time? Having money lets you safeguard your peace, dive into new opportunities, and create a life that truly reflects your dreams. It's not only about what you make. It's really about how you put it to work for your freedom. Number 4, we often underestimate how much luck influences success. Talent and effort definitely matter, but you can't ignore how much luck can influence financial success. Being in the right spot at the right moment can really change everything. Ramit Sethi, the author of I Will Teach You to Be Rich, points out that while you can't control luck, you can definitely get ready to take advantage of it. Getting ready means picking up skills, connecting with people, and making smart choices when it comes to risks. For example, if you save and invest regularly, you'll be ready to take advantage of chances, such as picking up undervalued stocks when the market dips. Being prepared really does seem to attract good fortune. Keep yourself updated and take initiative. Go to events, find a mentor, and put yourself in places where chances come up. While you can't exactly create luck, you can definitely boost your chances of finding it by staying persistent and being ready to jump on opportunities when they show up. Number 5, debt can be a good thing. Debt tends to have a negative image, but not every type of debt is bad for you. If you use it wisely, it can really be a great tool for building wealth. People who understand finances know how to use debt wisely to build their assets instead of just piling up liabilities. Robert Kiyosaki says there's good debt and bad debt. Good debt can really help you build wealth. Having bad debt can really hurt your finances. Good debt is basically loans for things like real estate that can make you money or go up in value over time. Bad debt is basically those high-interest credit cards that you rack up for things that lose value, like luxury items. To make the most of debt, aim to get productive debt that generates cash flow. So, like, if you have a mortgage on a rental property, it can actually bring in some monthly income and help you build equity at the same time. Try to steer clear of consumer debt by keeping an eye on your budget and making sure you live within your means. Getting a grip on debt is super important for anyone who wants to grow their wealth over time. Number 6, inflation benefits the wealthy. Inflation might seem like a tough break for most folks, but for those with money, it can actually be a good thing. As prices go up, the value of things like real estate, stocks, and commodities tends to increase too. These are the kinds of assets that rich people usually have. Warren Buffett says, "The best way to guard against inflation is to invest in yourself and have a great business." Inflation really hits hard on people who depend only on their wages because the increasing costs make it tougher to buy what they need. On the flip side, people with a mix of different assets can actually take advantage of what inflation brings. If you want to stay ahead, it's a good idea to focus on investing in things that tend to increase in value over time, like real estate, stocks, and precious metals. It's a good idea to steer clear of holding on to too much cash, especially since it tends to lose value when inflation kicks in. Craft a plan that keeps up with market trends so that inflation benefits you instead of being a hurdle. Number 7, wealthy individuals pay lower taxes. We all know that the tax system tends to favor the wealthy. The wealthy often use strategic planning to take advantage of tax laws, allowing them to pay lower rates compared to middle-class workers. They concentrate on income sources that get taxed at lower rates, like capital gains and dividends rather than regular wages. Ramit Sethi suggests, one important aspect of building wealth is knowing how to legally reduce your taxes. Rich folks usually hire financial advisors and accountants to make the most of deductions, put off taxes, and take advantage of loopholes. If you want to lighten your tax load, it's a good idea to get familiar with tax-efficient investing, explore retirement accounts, and check out any deductions you might be eligible for. It might be a good idea to team up with a tax professional to really fine-tune your strategy. If you pay less in taxes, you get to keep more of your money to invest and build your wealth. Number 8, income inequality is intentional. The way wealth is created tends to benefit those who already have some resources in place. It seems like policies, incentives, and tax systems are designed to keep things as they are, which really makes it tough for people without wealth to get ahead. David Bach highlights how crucial ownership is, saying, "You can't work your way to wealth. You need to own assets." The system gives perks to people who own businesses, real estate, and investments. Putting in more effort within the same setup usually just helps you stay above water. Instead of just thinking about making more money, consider the idea of owning something valuable. Why not begin with something manageable? You could look into index funds, start a side hustle, or even buy a property. Getting a grasp on how the system operates helps you play more intelligently and, in time, even things out. Number 9. Being frugal is probably not the best way to build wealth. Being frugal can be helpful, but it's not the only way to build wealth. You can only cut expenses so much, right? There's only so far you can go with saving money. To truly achieve financial freedom, it's all about earning and investing more. Robert Kiyosaki suggests, make sure you're not living below your means. Broaden your options. Saving is great for teaching discipline, but if you only focus on being frugal, you might miss out on some good opportunities. How about we focus on putting our resources into education, networking, and investments that can really boost our earning potential? Real wealth is all about growth. Make sure to invest wisely in tools and opportunities that create lasting value. When you concentrate on making money and growing your investments, you shift from just getting by to really flourishing financially. Number 10, putting money into yourself comes with a cost. Putting your money into yourself is one of the best financial choices you can make, but it does take some resources like time, money, and energy. The benefits definitely outweigh the costs. Suze Orman says, make sure to invest in yourself first. Always keep learning. Growing personally through education, picking up new skills, or focusing on health can really enhance your ability to earn and enjoy life. Make sure to set aside some money for courses, books, or experiences that can really boost your knowledge and skills. Even tiny investments can really add up over time, turning into something much bigger. Just keep in mind that personal growth is all about the long game. It helps you stay sharp and ready for whatever changes come your way in this fast-paced world. Number 11. A lot of issues guys face can be fixed with cash. There's a lot of pressure on guys these days to make it when it comes to money. This expectation often links a guy's self-worth to how well he can provide. Having financial stability really helps to reduce stress, builds up your confidence, and opens up new opportunities for both personal and professional growth. Ramit Sethi says, money gives you time and choices, which can bring you peace of mind. Hey, for guys dealing with what society expects, getting a handle on your finances can really help you feel more in control and satisfied with life. Think about putting together a financial plan that covers saving, investing, and developing different ways to earn money. When money worries lighten up, it's way easier to concentrate on emotional growth and building relationships, which can really help create a more balanced life. Number 12. Wealth persists due to social capital, not hard work. Wealth sticks around. It's all about social capital, not just hard work. Wealth isn't only about having money, it's really about the access you have. Generational wealth comes with connections that create opportunities that others might not have access to. When it comes to financial success, it seems like connections can be more important than just putting in the effort. Robert Kiyosaki once said, "The richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work." Building connections in a thoughtful and authentic way is really important for tapping into resources and opportunities that can boost your financial situation. Build connections by bringing something positive to other people's lives. Let's concentrate on having conversations that really matter and on creating trust between us. Your network really grows into a valuable asset over time, boosting your efforts and speeding up your journey to wealth. Number 13. People who are struggling financially often have better priorities when it comes to managing their money than we might assume. Living paycheck to paycheck makes it tough to make financial choices. It's interesting to see that, against what people often think, a lot of folks who are facing tough times actually focus more on what they need and the little joys in life rather than just chasing after money and things. Suze Orman says, "It's all about people first, then money, and finally things." When resources are tight, investing in family, education, or meaningful experiences really shows our strength and what it means to be human. Instead of judging these choices, try to understand the context behind them. If you're in a similar spot, try to build up a financial cushion by saving a little bit consistently or finding some side gigs to earn extra cash. Make sure to focus on what you need while also keeping an eye on your long-term goals, and always remember how valuable your hard work is. Number 14. The lottery is a burden on the less fortunate. You know, the lottery is often sold to us as this amazing opportunity to strike it rich. But when you really look at the numbers, it's more of a gamble that usually doesn't pay off. Lots of people who play often can't really afford it, spending cash that might be better spent on other things. David Bach says, quit depending on luck and begin depending on yourself. Why not skip the lottery tickets and put that money into savings or investments instead? It's pretty amazing how even small, regular contributions to an index fund can really add up over time. Getting to financial freedom isn't just about hitting the jackpot all at once. It's really about having a solid plan and sticking to it over time. It's better to concentrate on growing your wealth in a sustainable way instead of taking chances on unlikely outcomes. Number 15, income inequality affects everyone. Income inequality leads to societal instability that touches everyone, including those at the top of the income ladder. The big wealth gap really hurts trust, limits opportunities, and shakes up communities. Ramit Sethi points out, wealth building isn't only about personal achievement, it's about making a better system for all. When we work on reducing inequality, it really helps everyone out. It encourages innovation, brings stability, and promotes growth in society. As a person, try to focus on helping out with solutions. Back policies and initiatives that create fair chances for everyone, all while you keep growing your wealth in a smart way. A fairer society really helps us all, making things safer and better for the generations to come.